Hello, let's do the New York Times games for Friday, September 12th. Alright, I just got this pop-up that says Connections Badges. Earn badges as you play and browse them anytime in Connection Stats. What kind of badges do we have? We have Purple first. I'm 46 on my way to 50. 46 out of 50. Perfect Puzzle, Purple first. View all your badges in the Me tab of the Games app. Oh, interesting. Alright, well, they're gamifying this a bit more. Oh, they show you how many perfect pulls you got. 268. Alright, cool. Well, let's get back to today's puzzle. Alright, well, Zoom and email are things you use at work. At least if you're in office jobs. You could have a zoom lens, a telephoto lens, a fisheye lens. So maybe this is lenses. What would be the fourth one? I'm not super good with photography equipment, so we'll see. I don't know what Finlet is. I don't see anything else in here that's like screaming out that it's a type of lens, so I don't know. You have a petition, an appeal? I'm not sure. Maybe those don't go together. Maybe it's like your phone number? You go with your name, your email, and your address. This is like just stuff you'd put on a document. Sure, let's go with that. All right, contact information. There you go. All right, what's eBay doing in here? I guess bid maybe could go with appeal and petition. You bid somebody to do something. I mean, bid is usually used in like auctions, but I think it could also be used to mean this. Maybe call, like you call on somebody to do something. You bid them to do something. You appeal to them. You petition them. I'm going to try it. All right. Entreaty. Okay. We still have the lenses. Zoom, telephoto, fisheye. I think telephoto's a lens. Telephoto lens. I think. What would the other category be? Oh, I think I know what it is. It's bodies of water with a letter at the beginning. You have lake, river, bay, and inlet. That's what this is. All right, that's definitely purple. Bodies of water plus starting letter. There you go. And then I guess macros, another lens maybe? Kinds of camera lenses. Okay, I would not have known that macro was a lens. Yeah, I would not have known that. So I'm glad I saw this one. Finlet kind of gave that away, I guess, eventually anyway. Just because Finlet has to mean something. They're just not going to like put a random letter at the beginning of something. It has to actually mean something. Finlet meaning. A finlet is a small, non-retractable fin found on certain fish. Oh, it just basically means little fin. Okay. I've never heard the term, and I took a few years of marine biology. Maybe I did hear it, and I just don't remember, because that was in high school, which was 25 years ago now. I don't want to talk about it. All right, let's see what they give it. I mean, this wasn't too hard for me. 2.5? I can see it. The purple is kind of back to being like the hard purple. A classic purple. Let's check the bot. Okay, wow. All right. Not quite as many people as yesterday, where it was like 95%, but 81% is still a ton of people solving this. Not quite half people getting no mistakes. All right. It's 1 on 122 for uniqueness. All right. Okay, people know their camera lenses, I guess. I did not. I did not know that macro was a lens. Then contact info. I think bid is probably throwing people off on yellow, so that's probably why it's not very high. Because when you think bid, you generally think like an auction. You don't really think of it as an appeal. And then, of course, purple. I mean, if you stare at Finlet long enough, you could figure it out. I didn't until the end. Let's check ever. Forever, yellow overtakes blue, interestingly enough, even though blue had a huge lead on first. Green is the most. Purple's not that far behind the rest. Okay, if you're losing, you're just losing everything. 6%. Green, yellow, but then blue, and then green, then yellow, green, yellow. That's interesting. These people know the lenses and then didn't get anything else. All right, let's check the mistakes. A bid, an address. Oh, I didn't even think of that. I think because I got the green so quickly. But yeah, I could definitely see that one. In fact, if I hadn't gotten green, I probably would have tried that. Although I probably would have put a call in there instead of bid. Just trying to figure out what the fourth lens is, and you put Finland in there because you have no idea what Finland means. I could see that too. Putting eBay in with auctions? Okay. So there was some red herring ones in here. Oh, use contact method, Zoom call, email address. Yeah, I can kind of see that one too, even. So with how many of these I can actually see kind of trying, I'm surprised that it is only a 1 out of 5 on the stats. I can see why they gave it 2.5. All right, on to the mini. Ink squirting creature, a squid. Handbag purse, maybe? Wolverine's alias in X-Men, Logan. Enjoy dinner at home, say. 8 in? Stuffed animal named after the 20 Teddy. Teddy Roosevelt. Nice. 17 seconds! 17 seconds! That matched my all-time best thing that I just did like less than a week ago. I don't think I'd ever done one less than 20 seconds. Now I've done it twice in less than a week. That's amazing. And both times I just got the acrosses right away. I mean, that's obviously how you have to do it. One of these days I do want to do all the downs and start with the downs, but I always forget to do it. All right, what were the downs? Because I never even looked at these. Sound of a cupcake hitting the floor, frosting first, splat. Oh, that's gotta hurt. That's always gotta hurt. Lose a cupcake like that. Common feature of a news article, a quote. There's so many common features of news articles that picking out one would be kind of tough, so I'm glad I got the across there. Tried to convince, urged. Well, don't know if I would have got that right away. Since you didn't hear me the first time, I said the 2-word ones I almost never get right away. Name in a breakfast restaurant chain, Denny. I mean, I probably would have thought of that. It would have probably taken me a second, though. So yeah, the acrosses were a lot easier than the downs. I think splat might have been the only one I would have gotten immediately. So yeah, it was pretty sweet. Matched my all-time best streak there. Or not streak, my all-time best time. Maybe I can do it again tomorrow. Well, no, tomorrow's the big Saturday one, so I doubt it. Maybe Sunday. We'll see. Let me know what your all-time best time is. I'm curious if anybody's got like under 10 even. Like that seems impossible to me, but I'm sure there's somebody out there who's done it. All right, on to pips. All right, 8. So we're going to need maybe 2 4s, a 5, and a 3. We don't have a 4, so that's probably going to have to be a 5 and a 3. We need a 6 and a 5 up here. So maybe we do, I don't know. We need zeros down here. So maybe 3 5 or 3 0 0 5. If it will let me grab the domino, then we do 6 5 up here and then 6 2 down. Or no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. 6 2 like this, and then we're definitely not getting a cookie here, and then 6 5 vertically. Ah, that's annoying. This is gonna be like over 30 seconds. Yeah, 37. Not great. That might be my worst easy time ever. I'm not even going to bother copying and pasting that one. You know, for the cookies, some people seem to be under the impression that that's just something I came up with. That's part of the game. Like if you click share your results and then paste it somewhere, it will have a cookie after it. That's part of the New York Times game. That's not me making that up. That is actually part of the game. All right, on to medium. We need less than 3 of 1, so this is going to have to be a 0 1 in here. So maybe we do like 2 0 up here. Maybe, and then we do 1 1. Let's see, we need less than 3 and a 0. No, maybe this one has to go over here like this. And then maybe we could do 1 1 up here, or we could do the 2 1. And then like the 0 5 or the 0 6. Actually, let's do the 0 6 because the 5s might be going in that equals thing over there. So let's go 0 6 like this. And we'd have to do 1 1 in here. And then maybe 4 2 right here, or the 5 0. No, this is going to have to be, the 5 0 is going to have to go up here because we need the 0 up here. And then the 5 3. So we have 4 in here now, so we could do 4 vertically like this. 57 seconds. So yeah, that's not going to be a cookie either. I'm not going to bother since I'm 0 for 2. I'm not going to bother pasting it. Well, we're 0 for 2 so far, and I've never done one on the hard, so I doubt it's probably going to be a 0 cookie day. But let's find out. All right, we need a 0, 0, 0. We need a bunch of zeros. We need a 4 in here. Let's see, we have 3 zeros. They're all going to have to go in these 3 zeros. Okay. Interesting. How many ones do we have? Okay, we only have 1 1. So this 1 has to go up here. This has to be 1 4. And then we need something with a 4 in it here. We could do a 4 5, 4 6, 4 0. Don't know. We need 30 in here. Okay, so we have 5 spots, so all of these have to be 6s. How many 6s do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so all of the 6s are going in here. So this can't be the 6 4. It could be the 4 5, like this. Maybe. All right, so if this is 20 and it's 4 and we can't put any 6s in here, we're going to have to put all the 5s in here. How many 5s do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. We still have 4 down here, so that 4 5 might still go there. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to the 6s. So this is going to have to be a domino, and this 6 6 is probably going to have to go like this. And then we need a 6 5, probably like this. Either here or vertically right here. Not sure yet. This 5 5 probably goes like this. No, if we did that, we'd need another 6 5 right here. That doesn't work. So maybe this 6 5 goes like this. And then we could do the 5 5 like this. No, because then we need another 6 6 in here. That doesn't work. So maybe this still does go in here like this. But we need another 6 5, so maybe the double 6 doesn't go like this. Or maybe this 5 4 goes in here somewhere. Not sure. Let's do this one like this, and then maybe this goes like this. No, because we need another 6 5 in here. Maybe that 6 5 doesn't go like that at all. Maybe it goes down here. And then maybe this 6 6 goes up here. And then we could put a 6 across here, and then another 6 across here. All right, what do we have equals? We have 0 3, so we could put 0 3 here, and then we'd need a 3 6. Do we have a 3 6? We do. So we could do this, and then like this. Okay, that works. We need a 0. This can't be a 4 because this is unequal. So it can't be a 4. We already have a 4 in there. So let's use the 5 maybe. That doesn't work because then we don't have enough 5s for in here. No, we do. We do. We do. What am I talking about? We could do 5 5 like this, and then this 5 2. That works with both of these. Oh no, we have 2 5s in this cage, or in this pink part. They can't equal, so that's wrong. We can't put the 4 5 and the 0 5 right here. So maybe it's not the 4 5. Is there another 4 anywhere? Maybe... No, this 4 1 has to go here. Because that's the only one we have. And maybe this 4 0 goes here still? We can't do the 4 6 because we need the other 6 down here. So maybe the 3s don't go down here and the 4s do. Maybe the 0 4 goes down here. And then the 4 6 goes across here. We could do maybe the 0 5 down here, the 0 3 up here, the 4 5 up here, and then we could do 6 3 here. No, we need to do 6 3 here. And then we could do 3 2 right here. All right, yeah, there was, I don't know if I'm ever going to get a cookie on the hard. It just seems impossible. Although somebody on TikTok posted a time where they had it in like 50 something seconds. Not today, obviously, but it was like 2 or 3 days ago. I forget which. But man, I got one that was pretty close. It was like 1:10 or 1:15 or something like that. But most of these seem to be taking 4 or 5 minutes. I think you just gotta, if you really want to get a cookie on hard, you just have to place stuff and hope you just luck out placing stuff correctly immediately without giving it too much thought. You just have to get real lucky, I'm guessing. Like if you try and think it out ahead of time, it's just, you're going to take so much time thinking about it, it's going to be impossible. Oh well. Well, if you are enjoying the videos, please leave a like and subscribe and let me know how you did on all the puzzles today.